Okay, you guys, so we're going to wrap up the semester. Just want to say a few things. We certainly did not cover everything in the textbook. Um, so things like the binomial distribution, when we're talking about z-scores, binomial distributions are used when you have um, a variable that's categorical, like flipping a coin, or if you're trying to decide what the probability would be of someone getting a 75% on a multiple choice exam with 100 questions, and each question had four choices. Anyway, um, we didn't cover Cohen's D. We didn't cover factorial analysis of variance. We didn't cover chi-square analysis, which is an analysis for frequency data rather than a variable on a continuous, continuous variable. We certainly did not do the computations for Hartley's F max. We didn't do simple linear regression lines from the correlation chapter, but that's okay. We did enough. And in fact, I really want to encourage you all to give yourselves a big pat on the back, because the last third of the semester, we were talking about some pretty sophisticated stuff that if I had started the semester talking about that, you probably would have dropped the class, okay? And you were able to follow along and do that. So you really need to give yourself a pat on the back. You have the foundation now for learning any other statistics. So if there's a chapter that we didn't cover, I fully expect that you would be able to go in and, with some work to be able to do a new analysis. You have all the basics. I can tell you that right now. So that's pretty impressive. You have increased your level of sophistication to deal with a complex world with complex variables, okay? And even the last video talking about interpreting correlational data and how difficult that is to do, I hope that you are all now better consumers of statistics, that you can take care of yourself. I mean, sometimes people are, again, I don't like this cynicism. Skepticism, I love and encourage. Cynicism never does anybody any good. Sometimes people say, well, statistics lie. And I'm like, well, if you know statistics, you can prevent people from misusing them, or at least take care of yourself, right? Some people will sort of lie with statistics and they don't even know they're lying because they don't know statistics well enough. Some people do lie or try to lie with statistics. And what's the best prevention of that? For you to be aware that that can be done. I mean, we talked about that earlier when we talked about the mean versus the median. For a skewed distribution, if you use the mean, it is misleading. So you're able to take care of yourself, okay? But I also expect that you're going to become professionals in your life and that you're going to be producing statistics as well and consuming statistics. That's what professionals do, because we're making decisions, hopefully, that are informed by evidence, okay? And the ways that evidence can not look quite right, mean in the median is the simplest example, but there are others. Correlational interpretation is another, so that you can take care of yourself. So I feel good about that, and that's one of the reasons that I really love teaching this course, because it's skill-based, and I cover all the conceptual stuff. Most of the stuff that you would do with statistics anymore will be on the computer, but you will know what those numbers mean, I hope. And I hope that you're able to see that these are generalizable skills to psychology, physical therapy, psychobiology, business, criminal justice, nursing, all of that stuff. I mean, these are the statistics that people use. If you're a psych major and you go to graduate school, any reputable graduate school typically requires 1 year of statistics, a 2-semester sequence, which may make you nervous, except typically the first semester of graduate statistics is 3/4 of that semester is what we've covered in this class. So you just added some more stuff to it. But it's if you have a good command of this information that we've done, you will do well in graduate school. And then you'll get into things that will be multivariate statistics, like we looked at, a t-test where we just manipulate one variable and look for a difference. And even when we did analysis of variance, we were looking at one variable with multiple levels, okay? But it gets more complex than that when you have multiple levels of multiple variables and something called multiple regression, which is like a correlation, but instead of having X and Y, you have X and Y and W and P and R and all of these, and you try to do this very complex statistical analysis. But you guys have the basics, the foundations. If you put the effort into the course and you learn this stuff, you're going to be well prepared for moving onward with your career. So I feel good about that. Give yourselves a pat on the back. You deserve it. And good luck with your future endeavors. And if you ever have any stats questions, I may or may not be able to help depending on how sophisticated you become with more complexity. But you're always welcome to contact me, and I can help you out if possible, or if I can. So anyway, good luck with your future endeavors, and stay safe and stay healthy.